Hello everyone, I'm Meenakshi from the editorial team of SEM Spectrum. SEM Spectrum is an online news portal that serves as a comprehensive hub for the insights, latest trends, and developments in the global supply chain industry. So, everyone, please join me in welcoming the young and energetic co founder of TrucksUp, Mr. Sarthak, who has years of experience and is known for his innovations and addressing challenges in TrucksUp industry.
Sure. So I'm Sarthak Elwadhi, as you said, founder of TrucksUp. And TrucksUp is basically the ultimate information IT solution to the logistics industry. Even though my personal studies and background have been in logistics, TrucksUp itself is very much an AI algorithm-based matchmaking platform. And in a very short, brief way, our ultimate goal is to increase asset utilization and provide truckers with loads before they've reached their destination, and also with reverse loads, or introduce them to new routes. Things which are very grounded, which will actually in turn help with reducing our overall logistics cost as a country. And when we do this successfully, we are also able to cater to other services that as a truck owner you need. So TrucksUp, in fact, apart from giving loads, is also a one-stop solution for every single thing a truck owner needs. You can get FASTag GPS, insurance, get your truck financed, sell your truck, buy a first-hand truck directly from big manufacturers, or you could buy a second-hand truck. And there are also more services like our Kavach platform, which allows you to do a lot of verifications to keep your goods secure before you get a truck to your plant. And you can do driver verification in that, you can do PAN verification. And it is basically everything you need as a truck owner from the day you buy your truck, which can be with us, all the way to the day you sell your truck and everything in between.
So, what was the triggering point for you to come up with an app for such a large industry?
Look, for me, so I studied in Australia, and over there, when I was working, I could see what the industry is like there. And it is very organized compared to us, relatively speaking. And over there, the truck owners, even single owners, which make up 80 to 85% of India's market as well, are very respected in society. They work hard, but they also earn a decent amount and they live a comfortable life, apart from obviously um, the hardship that comes with being in a truck all day, which cannot be seconded. So when I came back after studies, and I spent a lot of time on the ground, a lot of time traveling, going to dhabas, going to transport nagars, going to loading points, toll nakas, all of the kind of high volume places where the truck owners, truck drivers come and just see what they were struggling with. And because my background was in logistics, I know the macro effect that is causing this, because any big company is not typically that concerned about the single owner's welfare, because all they want is their goods to go from A to B. They have their own guidelines, they have their own targets to meet. So there was no one really thinking about these truck owners. And it was a big problem because we have all of these summits, and we have, the greatest minds in our country knowing that there's a problem here that needs to be solved, but no one was able to do it. And the kind of Uber, Ola sort of idea does not work here, because these people are not from the same background as we are. These people are resistant to technology. They just want comfort, security. And that is what we want to do with TrucksUp. We want to give them something they can trust. So it's technology with a human touch. And we have 24/7 call center services. And at any point, we help the user with their journey. So that is kind of where this started coming about. And then as it took shape, it definitely became a much bigger thing than I first thought. But I guess that's how everyone starts.
According to the logistic industry, what is that one tech driven tool that is used and how challenging is it to be used?
So, like I said, our users, they have worked. So 80 to 85% of India's trucks are owned by less than 10 truck owners. And these people, they just are interested in running their business the way that is most comfortable to them, which means that they don't use technology, they don't use ERP systems, they don't use, modern banking facilities. They don't know what is the best rate to get insurance at or from whom. They don't know what is the best route to take or when. They don't know what other plants are in the area to provide them a load. So all of these things are basically the lack of information at the right time to that particular truck owner. Now, they might know this, but they don't know how to solve this. So that is where we come in. And what they struggle with is using and applying these things, these concepts to their everyday running, and that is what we want to solve. Everyone knows this needs to happen. It's the key is how we do it. The key is the make those people trust us. That is why I said we're not a logistics company, because we're not trying to steal anyone's business. We're not trying to replace anyone. We're trying to make everyone's business bigger, and that is the difference between us and anyone else in the market. And even when you see the other side, so like I said, we're a matchmaker. We've got truck owners here, and then we've got load providers or shippers. So the shippers also are restricted to a certain number of trucks that they have access to, because they have them on their call, they have them on their number, they have the numbers, they call them, they ask where the trucks are, and they would do that, to 15, 20 people to get one truck. Well, I can give you an access to more than 2 lakh trucks at a click, and you can see that list in front of you. So isn't that so much easier? So really all we are trying to do is tell them that you have this potential, and you can really grow with us.
Can you tell us what are the new technological innovations that TrucksUp has adapted and how is that helping your business operations?
Sure. So of course, when we talk about the back end of any tech company, we are constantly evolving. Every day, we're doing small tweaks to the UI, because again, our user base is not experienced with using all these big apps that you and I would use every day. So we want it to be very simple. And when you type in a location in our app, there's a lady that says Panipat, and then so if someone is driving and using, it's easy for them, or if they're not very good with reading. So things like these are always going on forever, and they will never stop evolving the app. But my favorite feature that we've introduced personally is My Truck is Here, which is basically the opposite of how people find loads. So as a truck owner, you can say that I am reaching, for example, Chennai in 2 days' time. And as soon as there is a load in Chennai, which is applicable to your type of truck, you will already start getting notifications. So what this enables is, first of all, you will already know that you have a secure load before you reach your destination. And of course, because this is also helping the other side. So people who are putting their load on to get a truck, the exact moment they're putting their load on, they know that there is a truck that's on the way. So there's no waiting for them. So I think this kind of future demand matching, it's really special. Currently, a lot of people have started using it. We're also making a video about it to explain how it helps. But I think this can really be something special.
So there are many B2B and B2C booking apps. So what sets TrucksUp apart from these?
So of course, there's a lot of smaller things. Firstly, the biggest thing would be the fact that we are a one-stop shop. You get everything. I briefly mentioned it before, all the way from the purchase of your vehicle to the load, insurance, FASTag, GPS, driver SIM tracking, vehicle verification, driver verification, and then sale of the truck or buying a new truck. You get everything in one stop. Um, but I would go to say that our biggest, the best thing that we offer from an ordinary truck owner's perspective, who maybe does not have so much technical know-how, is the human touch. If you come to our office, you will see that our team, most of it is constantly on the phone, and we have in-house trained professionals on call all day just to help these people with tasks. They could do this without a call center kind of situation, but we want there to be that human touch. We want to help them in a way that they can trust us. We want to tell them that this is not your average company who does not care about its users. We are, human beings also sitting behind this curtain of trucks up, and we are here to serve you first. So that human touch is what I think really sets us apart.
So the Indian government has launched national logistic policy with an aim to improve the efficiency of logistic industry. So how do you think that TrucksUp has aligned with these objectives of policy?
So the ultimate goal of the national logistics policy is to reduce the logistics cost in India. And the only way that can happen is by one very simple thing, which is by increasing asset utilization. If you look at full truckloads, the big trucks that go interstate, asset utilization for these trucks is abysmal. It's between 35 and 40%. So basically, most of the time, your truck is without a load. And when your truck is without a load, you're not earning money, you're losing money because you're still paying the EMI as a truck owner and you need to break even. So you can imagine that you have an asset which generates income by running, and most of the time it's not running. So when we really look at it from that perspective, it's very easy to align ourselves with the national logistics policy and in turn reducing logistics costs in India. It just increase asset utilization. Even if we can get it to 70%, I think we can make a huge difference for this country. So that can only be possible if we introduce information empowerment to that very lowest sect of this supply chain, which is the actual truck drivers which are on the road, which are facing these difficulties every day.
How does TrucksUp ensures reliability, efficiency, and visibility in its logistic operation? And what are the steps have been taken to improve all these?
So, in terms of reliability, in the future, we will be giving roadside support. So, we will have people who will help any truck driver or owner who is stuck on the route and or needs to have any kind of help, whether that is before a toll, before or after an accident. A lot of things happen on the route, whether it's repair, etc., etc. So we'll be able to help with that. I think efficiency we've already discussed at the asset utilization point. I think I'll just reiterate on that.
Yes,
That
yes.
um, and visibility. Well, I also did talk about this briefly, but as someone who is looking for trucks, currently, if you are a shipper, you only have access to your pool of trucks, which is usually from your village or your tehsil, and you only know these people because you physically met them. With TrucksUp, we are giving you the access to the database of the entire trucks in India's network, right? So that is a visibility that these people could never imagine getting by just constantly calling people. And that works the other way as well. Truck owners will be able to go on routes that they have never gone before because they never had loads for that routes. And more importantly, if they take a new route, let's say they always work from A to B and B to A. In case there is a more profitable route, if you go from A, B to C and then back to A, they don't know about it. It might exist. It might increase their asset utilization. It might reduce their time standing outside for a load for back to A, but they don't know. And that visibility that of loads that they'll get, so I think that will go a long way in the overall efficiency as well.
So the Indian government has launched national logistic policy with an aim to improve the efficiency of logistic industry. So how do you think that TrucksUp has aligned with these objectives of policy?
Well, it's hard to put a number to what percentage is digitized because when we talk about the total network of logistics, we are including things like e-commerce. We're talking about big companies who have major warehouses set up, who have major distribution centers set up, which are all done through online WMS systems or other such systems. So that is. not what we really look at when we're discussing logistics and its problems. What we're really, the problem really starts is how unorganized it is. Like I said, most people are online, but they are still unorganized in the sense that they don't have the right information at the right time. So when we look at how tech can help logistics, it's by using tech to give information to these people, because with tech, information is transferred instantly, and that is what we need. We don't need any, huge sparkly app to do it. We just need some basic things first, and then as we go on, of course, with TrucksUp, you will get AI-based matchmaking, in which you and your type of truck is matched with the kind of load you have, or in the future, you wherever you will be. So that kind of thing is always there, but that is on to us as stakeholders who are doing the matchmaking to extract the most value out of that and give it to our users. As far as our users are concerned, we don't want to change the way they do business. We just want to increase the way they do business. That is it.
Thank you so much, Sarthak, for sharing your insights and giving us a deeper understanding about TrucksUp vision, its services, and its role in transforming the trucking industry. So it was truly inspiring to hear from you.
Thank you.